How the fuck do I play this again? It's been like 3 or 4 weeks since I last played this. I sort of remember what I was doing, but I don't remember controls. Tab is to hide hands. 2 is map. Diary, letters. T is for the bound. Okay. So I was going into this house? This house? Can I even go in this house? Why is my sensitivity so high? Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. 1296. There. I think that's better. Oh, more trash cans. Oh wait, can I not sprint? I can't sprint in this game. Did I have stamina? I don't know what that is. I'll take it anyways. Hello. Did I speak to him before? Oh, he's the repair dude. Okay. Is this house? No. It's this way? Oh god. Oh right, this game... There we go. Oh, no. I forgot this game, my mouse isn't locked to the game unless I do that. This house. This is the house of someone. Oh. Let me out. How do I get in here? Oh yeah, I randomly pick up stuff as well. Hello. Oh, you're the same dude. What's with the music? I think I've spoken to all of them before. Is this house? No. Ooh. What's my quick save button? F5. Hello. You're very tall. A foul murder occurred here this night. No unauthorized access allowed. Inspecting the crime scene is strictly forbidden until further notice. Our dude's dead? I forget his name. Who was killed? Well, you're not a local, sir, so you're unlikely to understand the loss we've suffered. Isidore Burka, the great surgeon, a benefactor to us all. And an all-round skilled doctor, an outstanding man, beloved and respected by us locals. Does it really always have to take the very best? What a foul time to live in. I knew him. I'm a doctor too. Whoever killed our only doc must surely be looking to get us all killed. Isidore could cure anything. He also knew how to make cuts or incisions, because he was a warden. He knew his lines all right. Like I said, it all makes sense. Whoever killed Simon took Isidore's life too, and this is merely the beginning. Only the beginning? What makes you so sure? See, this murderous deal is all mysterious. There was a talon stuck to the victim's chest. A talon? Like a bird talon? Or is there something else that I don't know what a talon means? Go ahead, bend your arm at the elbow, good sir. Yeah, like that, there you go. That's how long it was. It broke off. What? Bend your arm at the elbow. There was dust on the floor, for the deceased had been a renowned stepwalker. The dust was all covered in hoof steps and like traces of a sharp bone, I guess. As if someone was using a walking stick around here. I'm telling you, it's her. The Shabnakadir. The clay man-eater. I want to inspect the building. We've been assigned to this post by Alexander, the head of the Sabroth family. His house is in decline right now, but it's still powerful and very much respected, for it is they that's been responsible for maintaining orderly order and public safety in the town since olden days. Please kindly address your concerns to him. There's the rod. You just... The rod? You just take that road up there and get to the cape. As for me, I'm not authorized to let you in. Should have said so from the start. Didn't he kind of say that already? I was already there! What's all this about? Why are you so tall? Or am I just short? Look, this is no place for you to be, sir. Could you kindly leave? The place is villainous and times are rough. What if some tug or cutthroat comes after you? Can't protect everyone. I'm doing my job, you do yours. Oh, okay. Whoa, there's a fire there. What's going on over here? Whoa, they're burning a lady. Is it a witch? Is it a witch burning? Whoa, cutscene. Yeah, so I haven't played this in like 3 or 4 weeks because I was sick. And I figured there's a lot of information I need to retain. And being sick is not good. Because I'll not feel well. Oh dear, oh dear, oh. What have you done? How is it? That was no Sabnak. It was a girl, a living girl. Hope you find... What are these words? These answers. Get lost and never step out here again. Did I not check the body? Oh. Ooh, bullets. Don't mind me. Does this hurt? No. Okay. A gun? I got a gun. But in the fire, she is not to burn, for she is made of clay. Wrong. All wrong. Harden, she must, and fall apart. What have you done, you dimwits? Smells like burning flesh, huh? A mistake then. Gotta keep looking. Come on, fellas, let's find the bitch. Haven't combed by backbone yet. Where's the patrol? Have you murdered them too? What's with this dude? He just tells me about everything. What about you? Okay. Let's go back to that house then. So I've got a gun now. How do I equip it though? What's my inventory button? Sneak. Show hide hand. Reload. Inventory. This button. Gun. How do I equip? Did I just drop it? Give me my gun back. How do I equip this? Oh. I reloaded it. Okay. Does it say how many bullets it has? I don't know how many bullets this thing has. Oh, I went the wrong way. I really have to backtrack to... Oh, I do. Or I go this way. Oh, there's the bell. How do I trade with people again? Or is it only certain people? Or when being attacked? Seem to remember when Victoria died, everybody rushed to look for undead Kohler. Why would they immediately rush looking for an undead something? Victoria was mistress. Somehow it seemed that an ordinary creature couldn't hurt her. Her death was unexpected. She was young and well loved by the people. So the rumors started immediately that a Bion man-eater has taken her soul. So what, did they try to seize every fifth man too? No, no one was seized. But there was anxiety. There was no doubt that an evil was walking among us. You can always feel it. It changes the intensity of the world. Your instincts just tell you that it's true. This is an old step wisdom. You can't avoid it. You really can't. The step is wiser than we are. Superstitions like this have thrown sand in the wheels of countless scientific discoveries. I need to fill up on water. Then I give someone all my water. Okay, so it's over here somewhere. Wait, do you want it? Do you want to trade? How do I trade again? Oh, barter. There we go. What do you got? You got nothing. Alright, who am I talking to? Is it you?
The outcome was to be expected, I'm afraid. Simon was doomed.
So you've come to meet with Simon, haven't you? What can I do for you now? I was actually invited by Isidore, so I came to meet him first and foremost. Now it turns out that he's been murdered, yes. Looks like the murderer is always one step ahead of you, doesn't it? The same one that took Simon's life too. At least, that's the conclusion suggested by the information at my disposal. Same pattern, same signature. Were there any traces? Look, I haven't been there myself. I'm quite content with interrogating suspects, especially since we already know who we're after. You can join the hunt, by the way. I can describe his features. Who is it then? You wouldn't believe it. His own son. The fellow came back after being away for quite a while. His father had sent him to study surgery when he was but a greenhorn. Quite a lot he has learned, huh? A wandering scholar turned evil to the bone. All of that just to grab the inheritance. Wait, how did you figure that out? In all honesty, it's hard to explain that to an outsider like you. Do you believe in such a thing as clairvoyance, Bachelor? No. Well, you should get to know my wife then. Or better yet, those who have already had opportunities to witness the power of her prophecies. Former doubters, first and foremost. Rationalist. She got something to say to you too, by the way. So your wife called out Isidore's son specifically. Not specifically, no. But it all adds up, and the circumstances of Simon's death make you wonder too. Isidore's son arrived here last night. The timing speaks against him. It even matches the time it takes to get from the Crucible to Isidore's house. That's not enough. I'll have to take the investigation into my own hands. Is there anyone who can be of help to me apart from your wife? There are very few good analysts in our town. Everyone is more or less superstitious here, except for one, Yulia Lyutrovic. Eh. Perhaps the most level-headed and reasonable person, the only person to remain skeptical about Katerina's talents, too. Without a shadow of a doubt, she has her own picture of events. She always does. Exactly the person I need. Across the river. Wait, wasn't I there? What has she
Neither
got?
the sun nor death can be looked at without winking.
Who are the
Who
people
said
guarding
that?
Isidore's house? Those are volunteer patrolmen. They usually keep about around 20 of them, but I've increased the number recently to 150 or so. Really? Why do you need so many? There's unrest in the Termentary. If I weren't certain that Isidore's being murdered by his son, I would even consider the crime to be politically motivated. Isidore was preparing to take over the kin and become its leader, at least according to the information I have. Your wife again? No, the source is a bit more straightforward this time. And you really shouldn't look down on my wife's talents with such skepticism. Although you'll come around soon. Hopefully your lack of fate won't end up being too costly for you. Time is running short. Where's the information come from then? I don't think you're aware of the fact that Eastor came to me last night, just after he had returned, and warned me that there was some ominous events ahead of us. I took that as an unofficial warning about his upcoming takeover. Takeover? So you took measures. Evidently. I've mobilized the patrol. I see what you're implying. Bachelor, but I'm not insane. Engineering Eastor's murder. As a matter of fact, a strong independent kin under Eastor's rule would have been way more useful to me. Really, why? Because that would weaken the power of the Honorable Vladislav Algmirsky, who pocketed the economy of the whole town. He'd rather see the kin as a dumb and speechless herd. And come to think of it, I'm sure you understand where I'm going with this. What? So, his power would be weakened? This is precisely what Gregory warned me about. Alright, where's your wife? Okay, so I might have forgotten a lot of stuff. But I do remember... Was it Gregory? Said I shouldn't trust people. Especially these people. The big houses or whatever. Why do I feel so small?
It is as if my...
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go talk to that person. That seems reasonable, according to the dude. Hey kid, you got anything to trade? Let's barter. You got tablets. I don't want your tablets. Ooh. Adherence. Oh, these are the band. Gregory needs to live. I forget who Victor is. I don't think I found this dude. I don't know. That's the person at the start. I don't remember who that is. I don't think I found that dude. Wasn't there a way in from here? I guess not. I guess I'm walking around. Was I in there? I don't remember. Oh yeah, what's my stats at right now? So I'm healthy, I'm kind of hungry, kind of exhausted, and I have a bit of immunity, whatever that means. Still don't know what this is. Whoa. Can't steal anything from you. Oh, hi. So, if I have my gun out, do people get wary?
I'm afraid
No.
it's natural. Simon was doomed.
I seem to have lost any capacity for observation. My mind is out of tune. Things no longer add up. Before, I had no trouble forming a trustworthy distillation. out of the most imperceptible contingencies. Now I simply cannot get my head around it. Could it be that I'm dying? It happens when people are tired. You probably haven't slept in a while, have you? Oh no, Herba Teverine is in blossom, I grant you. But then it blooms every year. Every year the steppe is filled with its stupefying vapors. The issue I am having, however, has nothing to do with fatigue or perplexity. It's just I've lost my ability to make distinctive events coincide. Everyone has that ability. You don't seem to understand what I'm saying. Let me elucidate. Elucidate. These words. A single word someone utters may precipitate the birth of their own murderer. The line of philosophizing is barely an intellectual novelty, but is particularly relevant in our neck of the woods. I sometimes feel like I could touch the notions of cause and effect with the tip of my fingers, but now I am being tedious, I reckon. Not at all.
I'm afraid I'm of little use now.
So you've traveled all the way here, only to find that both people you wanted to see were brutally murdered. Is this how the story goes? I do hope your visit is not in any way related to these most unfortunate circumstances. Whoa. Okay, there's more. You managed to find out so much about me in 1 minute's talk. Oh,
I'm afraid it's natural.
you're like Eva Yan.
Simon,
Very much wouldn't be much of a stretch to say I absolutely admire her. Yeah, same here. Oh,
I should let some fresh air into the room, but I don't feel like it.
that I can do it on my own. Tell me plain and simple, what do you make of all this? So I've heard, a wisecrack I know says that while you are trying to complete the portrait of the killer is busy painting yours. Hilarious, is it not? The hunter becomes the hunted. However, to put it bluntly, you have become the keynote of this particular plot. The intrigue is so rich, it will keep you busy for a week, if not longer than that. What would you do if you were me? If you want advice, I wouldn't trust what our feudals tell you. The perpetual triangle of influence means that every party concerned will do their best to use your authority to their own benefit. Not conceited. Perhaps people of lower standing would not try to use me. It is more likely that people of such standing will be much too scared to cooperate. Given your position, you may want to try your luck with the shadow cabinet of local nobility. The women of influence. They know much more than the simple townfolk, yet they care much less than the families in power. Who are these lady aristocrats? Lady aristocrats, such a way of saying it, will be of relevance strictly within the specific context of values and perceptions characteristics of a backwoods whole like ours. The catch is that the aristocracy is not defined by birthright here. Rather, the status is granted by the degree of enigmatic fascination that a woman is possessed of. Questionable background, audacity of demeanor, the whole assortment. Do tell me who these affluent ladies are. Lara, Eva, yours truly. And last but not least, Maria. I wouldn't listen to Katerina if I were you. Her morphine habit has turned her into a walking corpse. The others, however, are liable to deceive. You don't like being lied to, do you? The others are liable to deceive. Are you talking about these three? Four? She's saying Katarina is useless, but the other four is gonna lie to me? Can't say I care. Can't stand it. Better to die than to lie. I see. Perhaps you like being played with then. Even less so. In this case, Maria seems to be your best bet. She's too arrogant to lie, and too respectful to dare play with you. You should value the affection of someone this proud, but I digress. What is your intended course of action? Need to think of you, please. I will ask more questions if something crosses my mind. Depends. Seems to care. I'll ask more questions if something crosses my mind.
I should let some fresh air into the room, but I
Okay,
don't
what else we
feel
got?
like it.
Could you tell me about Laura? Rather not speak on the matter. You will know Laura well enough. As soon as you meet her, my relationship with her is complicated. As you wish.
This girl is a changeling. She's not the murderer.
I have to find whoever it is that killed Isidore and Simon. I want to ask you for your help. Subarov told me you have a gift for all manner of investigative inquiry. I'm certainly no better investigator than you. I never had a chance to search for a murderer before. The best I can offer is to fill in the blanks with whatever mysterious supernatural entities seem most fitting. Sabnak Adir is the simple man's scarecrow. I would have followed a different narrative. What kind of narrative? Consider the circumstances of his death. They said Simon had locked himself up in the evening and died in the in the morning inside the mansion in a chamber with some peculiar name. In this case, I would suggest that Simon was poisoned by the Canes. I would have thought, but I know their family all too well. Their mutual loyalty is only rivaled by their arrogance towards anyone who is not one of them. They hold a princely sage who stands at the head of their family in highest esteem. They believe that a single dishonorable act will tarnish their name for generations to come. I doubt any of them would have stooped to this, no matter whether they wanted to or not. Poisoned? How did you arrive at this conclusion? I don't believe you understand what he died in focus really applies. Do you know what the Canes refer to as focus? You don't seem to grasp the semantics of the term. These are the Canes for you. These kinds of innuendos are their forte. Well, what is this focus then? The focus is anything but an abstraction. Quite the opposite, in fact. It is governed by mathematically rigid regularities. See, no one but the owner of a focus may get inside. This can only mean that Simon had brought the killer with him, or rather, within him, since no physical object may be brought into focus either. So she's saying he brought the poison with him. How do you know that? Who doesn't? The Canes are notoriously passionate for all manner of synthetic anomalies. They will never pass up the opportunity to devise a Kunststück that would allow them to warp space, challenge physics, or manipulate optics. Metaphysically, a focus can be compared to a camera obscura. Do note that the name is not fitting. No, it is entirely impossible for someone to get inside. Curious conclusion, but an incorrect one. Simon was disfigured and bleeding. His bones were broken. But I never saw that. But you're also not allowed to eat or drink. But that makes one suspect foul play in regard to Istore's death. He'd been stabbed after all. Let's go with this. Is that so? Well, this does introduce a different perspective. Did you say Istor was the last person to see Simon? The question is, who did he see before? The sun had not yet set when Istor returned from the steppe. However, he came to Simon well after midnight. The question naturally arises, where did he spend the missing few hours? That's why I'm trying to trace Istor's steps. I want to walk the same route. Don't get me wrong, though. Was Isidore seen with Saburov by any chance? He warned Saburov of the upcoming storm. Alright, let me suggest then that while he was in the steppe, he saw or learned something that he wanted to report to all three ruling families. In this case, either the Ogmiski family should have been on his itinerary, especially since Burka was one of their own men, really. Definitely, the bulk project from the abattoir to the railway is controlled by that family. If Isidore's discovery had anything to do with the kin, Isidore would have certainly related to Vlad. So do make sure to pay a visit to the Lump. That's the name of the mansion, another fitting name, wouldn't you agree? Thank you, Julia. What would I do without you? Oh, I haven't been down there. Wait, what's this? Lara. This is Maria. She said to trust Maria. Oh,
It's so lonely here.
I've yet to meet anyone who can help me in the slightest way to find the killer. Do you have any relevant experience? Do you know how a murderer may be found? Not really. Looking for killers is the duty of law enforcement officers. I'm only willing to assist them in any way I can. Incidentally, it is more possible that the killer is hiding in the house of Anna Angel, a thespian of sorts. Now, here's another woman worthy of attention. In fact, I heard some ghastly men covered in blood was seen entering her house today. How do you know this? Town is a small place, Bachelor. The wind carries rumors with falling leaves, mixing birds' feathers with emotions. We all know one another so well here that we are sometimes able to hear each other's thoughts. Family trait, if you will. But that being said, I doubt the man in Anna's house is the real killer. So where does this Anna live? She lives in a mansion that once belonged to a family of exiles whose political views led them to a far-out town like ours. Because some ill-conceived sense of camaraderie, they were happy to give shelter to a runaway actress. As soon as she told them she was persecuted by the powers that be. A few years later, they died, suspiciously, if you ask me, leaving Willow Mellow, their daughter, in the care of their companion. Willow died soon thereafter, mysteriously. They all died of natural causes, allegedly, even though Willow was buried in a tightly closed coffin. The body was examined by Isidore Burka. However, he is not a man who would cover up a crime. Anyway, you do good to take a look at the house yourself. The mansion is known as the Willows. It stands by the gullet in earth. Anna, huh? Well, I'll get to know her. So what's the symbols mean? What's the colors mean? So red hand. I don't know what that means. Okay. We got yellow hand or white hand. Are these potential killers? And then we have circles.
My arms are flaccid, as if made of cotton wool.
Not quite, but in any case, I hope that getting to know me will not become a problem to you. Okay, well. Guess I'm going back to Maria. That bar at the bottom, the red bar, is draining when I do that. Guess I should go rest at some point. Let's talk to her then. She's close by. Hello, child. What's in your pockets? What do you got? What's this? Painkiller. Small amount of health. Good for restoring strength during sleep. Ooh. Trash cans. Nothing? Nothing. Can I buy anything here? What do you got? What's this? Tourniquet. Nope, I don't really want any of that, I think. Okay, so it's this house.